Extra, extra! Trump deported a U.S. citizen who didn't even break the law!
No way! Really?
Yeah. Okay, but did that really happen?
Well, technically, he was an undocumented U.S. citizen, and he did break the law, but only in the sense that arson is still illegal. Technically.
Technically.
Well, I'm already feeling emotions, so none of those distinctions matter.
What? The story was a complete lie. A lie? Because of some technicality?
Technicality.
How about this? Trump deported a community organizer even though they were born here and never broke the law. Just because they were Hispanic.
Oh my gosh, I'm so emotional about that.
And when you say he was born here...
The world. He was born in this world. Human like the rest of us. Technically.
Tech in Italy.
And he wasn't in a gang?
Oh, I get it. When white people do it, it's community organizing, but when a Venezuelan does it, he's in MS-13, technically.
Ethnicity.
Yeah, seriously.
You've got to be kidding me.
Oh, you just want to blow that off? Well, how's this, you monster? Trump deported an aspiring nuclear physicist whose family had been here since the Mayflower, simply because he got a tan last summer and looked a little brown.
I feel I need to ask for clarity.
Clarity? I think it's clear you're going to hell.
By here since the Mayflower, do you mean he's of Aztec descent?
Technically. He was also technically...
Chechnya.
a child trafficker.
We're done here.
Just another uninformed voter with his fake news.
Thank you for watching.
Are you just another uninformed voter with your fake news? Hey, folks, welcome to The Crap, Culture, Race, and American Politics. And today we're going to talk about Epstein. Here's the question. Do you think Epstein clients in this latest drop were busted, or is this more BS? If you have something specific to say, I'll drop a link and you can join me if you want to talk about it and share your views. But that's the question I'm asking. In this newest 8 million document drop, were Epstein clients busted, or was it just more BS? I want to get your take on it. By the way, today's program is brought to you by the fine folks at Gold Code that I partner with. Here's all I'm asking you to do. It's not about investing in gold and silver, folks. It's about covering your butt with gold and silver. Keeping the government from confiscating what you have. Think about it. If you have a 401k, retirement account, IRA, and what the government can do, all these recent storms, ice storms, etc., something happens, say, to your car, your home, you need to get some of your money that you've paid for decades out. They're going to want to ding you, some of them 50%, for getting access to your own money. That's crap, folks. Total crap. Here's what I'm asking you to do. I'm asking you just to go to jovanlovesgold.com. Request your free gold and silver kit today, because now's the time to protect yourself from the system. And you can do that by protecting your money with gold and silver. jovanlovesgold.com. Folks, quit putting it off. Go there, get the information. Okay. We're going to take a look at some things, as I always do, through maybe a little bit of a different filter. I hope you're staying warm. But here's the question we have. In this latest Epstein's clients crap that was released, 8 million documents, videos, photos, all kinds of stuff. Is it really busting out some people, or is it just more BS that we have been fed by the system? That is the question. I want to hear from you. By the way, none of this ever gets fixed if we do not understand that every bit of what we're seeing, action or inaction, has 100% to do with whether our elections are true or not. We don't fix our elections, nothing happens, folks. And our country doesn't hang around. And so share this program right now. Let's get started right after this.
Not fixing 2020 will damn our nation forever. The historic Maricopa County full forensic audit effort processed 20,895,610 digital and forensic images of varying formats, resulted in 208 million individual evidence-proof files. The system processed over 58 billion forensic measurements, resulting in over 2 trillion individual base computations. No hopium, no hype, just hardcore forensic evidence. Please make sure the Maricopa County Full Forensic Audit Archives survive. Donate now. So if you want what happened in the 2020 election fixed, then please donate to protect and secure this historic evidence. We can't do it without you. We need...
Warning. The following program has been rated Gilligaff and is intended for open-minded audiences. If the truth offends you, or if you are allergic to focused intensity, intellectual athleticism, or the occasional F-bomb or even irreverent humor, please switch off now. If your delicate sensibilities need to be worried about or addressed, might we recommend the Underwater Basket Weaving channel to you? Otherwise, sit back, enjoy the wisdom, insight, and wicked sense of humor.
Cut the crap. How many times a day do you want to say that to politicians? The elite, the loony liberals, the fake news media, and the gender-confused emotional socialist snowflake crowd. Cut the crap is your secret weapon for fighting for our freedoms and our great republic. It all begins with a massive mental enema, freeing you from the toxic news and politically correct views, which constipate your consciousness with stinking thinking. Your host, Jovan Hutton Pulitzer. He's known for calling out politicians and telling them to cut the crap. You've seen him on virtually every television network and listened to him on Coast to Coast Radio. And now he's here to help you learn to fight for America. Culture, race, and American politics. They all have one thing in common. They all need to cut the crap. Now, here's your host, Jovan Hutton Pulitzer.
Okay, guys, welcome back to the program. And I know you hear my voice. It hasn't recovered yet. I'm working on it. Although I guess I could sit in for Alex Jones now. I'm telling you, folks. I'm telling you. Anyway, I guess I could. I'm trying my damnedest not to continue to force it. But then again, I'm Batman. But I got to keep working through this. There's just a lot to cover, right? A lot to cover. And there's a lot to talk about. And there's a lot of crap floating around too. I put a link in chat if any of you want to share your take with the world of what do you think about this latest Epstein dump. Were more Epstein clients busted out, or is this more BS? I'm watching the chat, right? I'm watching the chat. Let me give you how I kind of look at it. When many of you were experiencing quite possibly my work as a forensic auditor or as a technologist for the first time, where you actually know it was me, would have been in 2020 when I'm testifying in front of the Georgia Senate. As soon as my testimony came out, it went viral all around the world. We're talking like 100 million views in no time flat, bang. Of course, that video was scrubbed as fast as the internet could scrub it. And then, and it still sits there to this day, you can find it. There's an article about me as a failed treasure hunter. on the Secretary of State's website in Georgia. Now, did they put that article there about me calling me a failed treasure hunter and all this other crap, which, by the way, was a hit piece that the GOP created? Just a question. Did they put that piece on an official government site that still sits there to this day? I'm the only person in the United States that has my very own government webpage for the public on a state website. Think about that. Now, did they do that? Did they do that because I was a goob or a grifter or a lackey or a slacker or anything else like that? No, they did that because they were terrified of me sharing the truth with you. More importantly, they were terrified of you getting the truth and the information. So they use counter information to discredit me. And many times people don't even look at that fact. Let me give you an example. If they're telling you, hey, that Jovan button doesn't matter, don't listen to him, he's wrong, why are they dedicating government resources to pushing you away from me? Sometimes we don't look deep enough. Right now, our government's doing the same thing. They're terrified of the truth. And they're releasing resources. Our government, the Department of Justice, now get this, it has a share button. Share. A federal government website. A federal freaking government website now has posted the EPSTEIN library. And if you click the menu button, the choice button, you can share it to Facebook. You can share it to Twitter. Now, folks, even the most simplest, no, that's a social media thing. Come on. And in case you have a morbid curiosity to see if you can see through redacted documents, here's the web address. Ironic, isn't it? justice.gov/Epstein. justice.gov/Epstein. So if you're inclined, and this is my opinion, and you'll see why in a moment, if you're inclined to share horse shit, there you go. It's real easy to do. It's real easy to do. And it delivers. There are so many squirrels to chase in that crap that they will keep you busy for days. That's just me sharing with you exactly what I think. It's just the truth. It's just the truth. It's kind of running us ragged, isn't it? It's kind of bending us on our emotions, isn't it? Kind of making us run around and chase our tails, like if you were a carjacker and you carjacked the wrong woman's car.
That boy is...
Get back in the fucking car! Get in the car!
Oh my God!
Why the fuck is this so messy? Jesus, so much shit in here! What's wrong with you? Do you have kids?
No.
God, it's disgusting!
I'm just a girl.
Fuck! God! Stay there! Fuck!
Yay! It's so clean.
What the fuck is that sound? Is that your engine?
I mean, I can't usually hear that because, I'm like blasting my tunes.
Sounds like a clock on meth! What the fuck is wrong with your engine? When was the last time you checked your fucking oil?
What do you mean, checked your oil?
What do you mean? What do you mean, check your oil?
Yeah, it's a big repair. Gonna cost you a couple grand.
Oh, that's the Sam we want. What?
Nothing. It's nothing. You wouldn't care.
What is it?
I'm just really hungry. I don't think I'm a very good captive when I'm like super hungry and my tummy's so grumbly because
There's peanuts in the glove box. Why don't you have the peanuts in the glove box?
I don't want peanuts. I want McDonald's.
Can I just get a piece of grilled chicken by itself, a large Diet Coke, and large fries, please?
Drink is a large.
Yeah, I said large.
Be frustrating, wouldn't it? But interestingly enough, we're all getting run around like that, especially on this site. You know, some people are getting pissed off in this Epstein release. We want to see the files. We want the goods. Let me ask you a question. Put it in chat. If somebody posts photographs of adults diddling kids, what is that? Now, let's say somebody takes photographs of someone diddling a child, abusing a child, raping a child, sacrificing a child, and they post that online. What is it? Tell me what it would be on its face. It would be a crime. It would be pornography. So let me get this straight. America's bitching. You release the Epstein files, and I want to see them diddling kids and in the act, so I can take those diddled kid pictures and I can share them with my friends and say, see, I told you so. Because I am against pedophilia. I am against people sharing horrible images of kids and abusing kids, and I want it stopped. So damn it, government, show me those photos so I can inform as many people as I can and send them those photos. That's some of the dialogue. Right now online. People are upset. There's no kids being diddled here. There's no meat here. That's people, and they're complaining. They're literally complaining. True story. So if you want to go see the Epstein library and you want to pour through it, you can if you have the time. Oh, there is some juicy stuff in it. Like this little tidbit. It is about Kenya. The person's in Kenya. It's a well-known Hollywood producer, female, sending an email to Epstein. Hey, can I bring you back? Can I bring a little baby back for you? Or two? Boys, girls? So Madonna, can I bring you one back? Now, that's kind of incriminating, isn't it? Can I bring a little baby back for you? Or two? Boys or girls? Think about that. Think about that. Now, is that incriminating evidence? Yes or no? Is that incriminating evidence? There it is in black and freaking white. Can bring a little baby back for you or two, boys or girls. Talking about, being in Somalia. Talk about being in Kenya. There it is in black and white. Sent to Jeffrey Epstein from a producer in Hawaii. Or not in Hawaii, from Los Angeles, sorry. Okay? Is that indicative of a crime? Let me see. Somebody said they couldn't read it. Let me pump it up. Hang on. Here. Here. Stand by. Zoom it up. Get my screen grab. Here you go. Here. Going here. Okay, now you tell me about this crime. There you go. Can you see this? Coming to PB to see you, Palm Beach, by the way. Coming to Palm Beach to see you in January. Taking photos. We'll have a ball and think of you all the time. Can bring a little baby back for you or two, boys or girls. So Madonna will email you when we get to Amsterdam, which is, knock the lining out of its city. What do you think? Crime? Some say no, hearsay. Some say yes. But crime? Is it a crime? What is the single most important part of this email? If you were an investigator and you had to dive into researching this email, what's the most part of it? Whether they're trafficking little boys or little girls from Kenya, whether this producer is involved in it, whether it's really Jeffrey Epstein or not. What's the most important part of this email? See, because people only go exactly to where their eyes are drawn. Which in this release, somebody did it and they put it out there. They kind of put it out there. And sure enough, if you go to where your eyes are drawn, shit, plain as freaking day. Can I bring a little baby back for you? Or two? Boys or girls? So Madonna. Now, what's important? There you go. Yeah, now you're getting it. When was it sent? Well, it was sent December 18th, 2009 at 10:16 in the evening. And that's the proper email for, Jeffrey Epstein, GE Vacation, and the title's Kenya. So what happens when what happens when you do your homework? What happens when you do your homework and you go back to December 18, 2009? Well, the headlines, part of the headlines that were going on at that time, right? Because the email does say, so Madonna. Madonna had just adopted David Banda and just adopted Mercy James, her two black children from Malawi. Am I saying that right? And that was when she had her big news charitable organization, Raising Malawi. Now let's read this email again. Hey, can I bring you a little baby back for you? Two, boys or girl, so Madonna. Now what do you think of this email? Well, it actually mirrors the news of the time and the media of the time. Baby back, baby back, baby backwards. Was he getting new babies to eat or diddle? Or was it just the news at the time that everybody was talking about? And it was a lame attempt of taking a stab at Madonna. Oh, look how great I am. I adopted a black child. I'll get one too. How much of Hollywood did that? You actually saw 10 Hollywood ladies after Madonna did it. There were 10 in a row. 10 in a row. It was sarcasm. It was sarcasm. And see, the media knows that people buy into extremely short, I can understand messaging, like in elections. We caught them all. We're going to melt the election machines into prison bars. Oh, it's done. Oh, that'd be great. And that is how Americans, citizens of the world, get their messaging. That's what happened. And she was trying sarcastically to be funny. But so few people will actually dig into what they see, but they'll certainly amplify it.
So in the new Epstein dump, we had some files, some photographs, some disturbing videos. We had new information about Bill Gates trying to slip his wife, Melinda, some antibiotics because he acquired an STD while having interactions with a Russian prostitute. And frankly, I don't really give a shit about that because that's between he and his ex-wife. But what wasn't on my bingo card was that Zoran Mondami, the new mayor of New York, his mom had some connections with Jeffrey Epstein and Ghislaine Maxwell, bumping elbows and cozying up to the usual suspects, Bill Clinton, Bill Gates, and even Jeff Bezos. And there are photographs of him as a baby, as a young boy. And I find that really interesting. Like, maybe it's not a coincidence that suddenly he rose up into New York politics and became the mayor of New York as a young man with really no political background whatsoever to run the largest city in the United States. Like, I just don't think that's a coincidence. Do you? So I wonder, what's the plan? Like, what's the end game for New York City?
So, you know, Mondami, big scandal. You know, he is an extremist. But now he's tied to Epstein and Jizz Guzzler Maxwell and all these other famous people. Now, when these photos came out, I warned you, but I'm going to show them to you. Okay, I'm going to show them to you. Here's photos. And the first photo release, you see Bill Clinton and Epstein and Jizz Guzzler and Bill and Bezos. Okay? And some kid. Then you look a little at another photo and same group of people, and you see the kid has aged a bit and they're with a woman. Well, the woman in the photo is Mondami's mom. There she is. Mondami's mom. And now there's all kinds of photos. Him and a baby and Bill and Epstein and everything else. And an email clip. Now, you might find it interesting. These came out in unison with the big dump. Now, let's do a little bit of analytics of these photos. You know me. I'm going to dig deep. And I'm going to put a couple into a brown, I'm going to put a couple into a browser that where I can pump them up for you. Okay. On the screen. I'm going to get all 4 loaded into my browsers, not my braziers, but my browsers. And we're going to kind of look at them in, let me see if I got detail. Okay. We're going to look at them in detail. Okay. Let's start with this one. Pump it up, pump it up. Okay. Here we go. A little bit in forensics for you of, and I don't know how I lost myself. Sometimes I lose myself in my production. Let me share my screen. Okay, let's start here. Okay. Now, you do understand this is all to disfocus the nation from exactly what we should be doing, stuff like the voter rolls, right? But here it is. Here's Jizzy Lizzy, right? Here's Jeff. Here's Clinton. Here's Gates. Here's Bezos. And that's a young Mandami. Okay, it's a young Mandami. Okay, see it there? Let me go up just another couple. I want you to look at a few facts, if I could, please, right? I want you to look primarily at the hairlines. Bill's on Jeffrey's arm. I'm going to teach you how to spot some AI things. I want you to look at hairlines, right? Hairlines. As AI gets better, it's kind of corrected the fingers, although I can still see it in here. But it has problems with hairlines. Okay? And so there's supposedly Mandami and the whole cast of characters of kitty diddlers. Let's go to the second picture, shall we? Okay. And in the second picture, I'll share my screen. One of the first things you notice is the young Mandami has aged. Did I share my screen right? Yeah. The young Mandami has aged. Okay? You see he's aged. But you notice that, Just Guzzler's hairline's the same. Epstein, Clinton, even Bill Gates. Bill Gates managed to have the same hairs out of place in the same place. And there's his mom. So the first thing you need to understand about these photos is they're bullshit. Now, this lady's taking them in face value. I want to see if you can catch this one on your own. Is that okay? You can catch this on your own. Because this is some of the shittiest AI work I've seen. But sometimes people just don't pay attention. Okay. What's wrong with this photo? Can you see what's wrong with this photo? I mean, it's kind of pretty obvious where I don't even know who do it. First off, the hairlines are still the same, but they even tried to, I don't know who even thought that this technique would work, to even trying to clear up the line of how they dropped it in. They fucked up the lighting in the photo because this is all sharpening tools. Right, and you can kind of see how it wiggles going through here if you could see my mouse. Right. Total bullshit. Okay. But this is what they feed us. I want to get one more. I'm going to put it on the screen for you. You tell me what you noticed in this photo. Okay? And then we'll discuss it. But you tell me what you see in this incriminating photo. Okay. I'll pump it up for you first. Oop. We know it's got to be bad because there's Epstein, and there's Mandami, and there's Epstein, and there's Mrs. Mandami, and there's little Mandami, and damn it, there's his mom's name underlined in an email. What's wrong with this picture? Okay? What's wrong with this picture? I'm going to point out a few things to you. Okay? But I want to see if you can tell me, and I'm going to scroll down middle line, if you can tell me what's wrong with this picture of supposedly the family. Some say hair color. Some say the face is weird. Let me show you the most interesting ones to begin with. I want you to look at Jeff Epstein's sunglasses. Okay. I want you to look to the left of his sunglasses and then to the right of his sunglasses. What do you see? Yes, the upper left sky is a different color. And you can see the drawing and wiggling line. Go top left where you see the cloud. They tried to insert a singular cloud in there to hide the line. See the singular cloud top left? Don't focus on shadows. I'm going to show you other things. I know everybody wants to kind of do the Kennedy stuff with Oswald. You see the cloud laid over the two colors. You can see it coming into the darker blue, and you can see going to the lighter blue, but then you see it do the right curving all the way around, but you see it perfectly goes with Jeffrey's head. You can also see the downstroking of the cursor along Jeffrey's head, top where his hair is at its highest. They grab it and they pull the stroke down to the top of her head. Can you see it? So you see that kind of how they manipulated the sky there? Of course you can see it. Okay? Of course you can see it. Now they tried to do the old Oswald photo here by covering the shadowing. And I could get really detailed in that, but I'm not going to do it. Okay? But I want you to see a few things. I want you to see where is her shadow on her neck. You can see it. Where is Jeffrey's shadow on his neck? Well, see, hers kind of goes down and to the right. His goes almost, it is down, but it's almost exclusively to the right. Okay? And then you see the baby's. The baby slides only a little. See the baby's head shadow slides only a little bit to the right, but mostly down. Can you see the differences in the shadows? Maybe you can't, but maybe you can see it on the ground. Oh, they even fucked up the shadow on the ground of where it would be in relation to his sleeve and the baby head. Oh, but this is the shit they do. But I told you when those photos came out. I told you they were total bullshit. And I could put all kinds of tools to it. Hang on 1 second. Let me just see what it looks like. I didn't bother to look at. Let me run it through a couple of my filters and just see if I come up with anything that's just fucking hilarious. It's so ridiculous. Give me a minute. Where are you? Let me get my right let me get my right tool here. Hang on. Okay. When you run them through forensic filters, we're able to see what was laid in and added that are different from the originals, and in different forensic tools. And I'll run several levels of this. We'll just do it in real time. Sorry it takes like that. But, you know, at least you kind of get a little bit of hoot out of it. You can see in the cloud, you see how that cloud, which should be reflective, is just stuck on. You can also see the shading to the left. You see the highlight of where the sun really is on the 2 and where it's been added. So a lot of different little bitty bullshit things have been done to this to create these different looks. Let me go to a different, hang on. A little different filter here, hang on. And just see what else I can pick up. Yeah, it's kind of the same thing in all the filters they had in all the same places. That's kind of how it works. This is what they do. Right? The question is what are you willing to believe, etc. Now, why are we seeing this stuff? Well, you'll notice in the photos, if you look at Mandami's mom, and we're supposed to see him aged 30 years here, but his mom doesn't, which is kind of odd, right? But they do different things. This is obviously one of her younger. This is the drivel they feed us. I want to let you know this is no different than anything the system has done when it comes to election integrity. Nothing. They find hot buttons because, see, most people right now, instead of discussing what's real, everybody's discussing, oh, Mandani, no wonder he got to New York. That's Epstein's son. And they've changed the dialogue. They change the dialogue. And so many people are discussing this going, oh my God, I didn't know. Did you know Mandani? And they kind of stitch them together very subtly to get you to discuss them because they don't want you discussing the facts. Now, what you need to understand is this is an operational tactic.
This isn't transparency. It's a cover-up, and here's how it works. They show you flight logs, emails, PG-rated photos, fragments of conversations that have been stripped of the meat. A few big names get thrown under the bus. It's just enough to feel disturbing, but never enough to prove anything about the real players. That's what you'll see in this massive document dump. What you won't see is context. You won't see corroboration, and you definitely won't see accountability, because that's not the point. This is a weaponized DOJ strategy of controlled confusion, and it's working perfectly. You see, they don't protect powerful people by erasing evidence. They protect them by releasing it slowly, by delaying key documents, by over-redacting names, and by letting the public fight over the scraps if we're not too distracted by the latest military invasion of a third world country or a major U.S. city. Chaos becomes their cover. The goal isn't to reveal the truth, it's to survive it. So read the files, but don't confuse access with justice, because sometimes the most effective cover-up is letting you see just enough.
That is exactly what they did in elections. That's exactly what they did in releasing the video they released. This is how the game is played. It's never fully transparent. That's why I'm dangerous. I'm fully transparent. It's never fully transparent. And the system never wants you to understand how it can really be fixed. I'm going to show you what I believe, for many reasons, is the most important thing that we should be focusing on right now. And as you know, President Trump, I really don't believe you have a lot of people around you that are supporting your exact mission. But America's counting on you. America's counting on you to stay in the fight and stick the distance. When I look at everything that's going on, it doesn't matter what it is. Our politicians ripping us off, Somalis doing money, all these allotments and stuff cratering us. You only have one answer. That answer is we need to declare in our voting stuff critical infrastructure, and you need to immediately eliminate our voter rolls. Everybody in America starts from zero. One national day or several days to vote to get back on the list. Prove who you are and vote. And if you can do that one thing, it stops everything from the drugs to the illegals to everything else, because it's the politicians and the crooked vote that enables it. You have the power under critical infrastructure. You got to bite the bullet, not listen to advisors, and do what's right for America. And you've got to burn the system down.
Well, you can't elect yourself out of communism and socialism. We're going to find that out if it's not fixed. Jovan, Hutton, Pulitzer again.
That's across social media. You'll find it. Many people posted it in chat. You should get it. We have to cut through the bullshit, folks. We're in trouble. I've shown you this. And I'm going to keep on hammering it with you. Obama was the messiah of the Democrat Party. He got 69 million votes. First term. Second term, 65. Hillary against Donald J. Trump, 65. Then supposedly Biden got 81 million votes. Then Kamala against Trump, 68 million. However, they have now raised Kamala over 75 million votes for a year and 1, 2, 3 months past. Did they leave the machines running? Oh my God. They're trying to justify that 81. They have raised her 7 million more. It's not about that it's on her. They took fake voters at the 81 and they let them vote in the system again. They're slowly adding them in. There's been 3 elections since then. And they're going, these aren't fake voters. Look, all of these, they voted 3 more times. Do you understand what's going on? Because they are going to lame duck President Trump. That is what's going to happen. And then they are going to impeach him. They're going to impeach him. And this time, they're going to convict him, and the conviction's going to stay. It's going to stick under the Emoluments Clause. I've always told you this. I've always told you this. But think about how much time everybody, because they believe in the system, have bought into this crap. Have bought into this crap. And then the other part of it is they got to make you believe bullshit. They got to make you believe bullshit nonstop. That chart tells you where the ammunition is. Look how many people gave your money, your time, your effort, and you got smothered by a fucking pillow telling you it was the machines when it's all voluntary, when if you just watch the bad guys, they show you where it is. Right there. They show you. Every time. But they still con you. Because they know people predominantly have short attention span. You want to make a difference? You go get this video. This is the only way if you want to speak to President Trump. Okay? This is the only way you can get it done. And there is no longer in term any such thing as a meeting with President Trump without his handlers around. It does not occur. That is not how it occurs. Don't believe me, watch him on Air Force One. Look who's always peeking over the shoulder. It is not how it happens any longer. You, the American public, have to talk to him. The way you talk to him, because he does look at his social media, is you tag him. Folks, you don't just share the video I did. That's why I talked to him directly. You take it, you download it, you put it on yours, and you tag him. You tag him. You call him out and share this video. It's very easy to grab and save videos. You can just put into your browser, download video from Twitter. You go to my Twitter, you get to the link of that one, you download the video to yours. The SAVE Act doesn't do shit. Let me tell you why. You got to have ID. Okay? Your electric bill, your college card. Come on, folks. I did a whole show on it. It says ID. You got to go deeper. What's deeper? All the IDs they allow. And then the state's saying, well, we don't need to check IDs. If President Trump, right now, under critical infrastructure, acknowledges, because they can verify it, hell, even Elon did additional work to show how many illegals were on the rolls. You're seeing more and more. Acknowledge our rolls have been compromised. I gave you the law over there. You can see it on the video. Acknowledge they have been compromised. Shut them down. Open an investigation. And because they're under investigation, they cannot be used. That's why they're critical infrastructure. They immediately get locked by acknowledging they've been compromised with just a little we've seen. Open an investigation. And he can mandate, we cannot use this list because we know it's been compromised. Start telling your people, you're going to vote on one day, you got to bring in your ID, got to do it, and it's the same for everybody. It can be done. Forget my voice. Read the rules to the right. And you, as you know, President Trump, I really don't believe you have a lot of people around you that are supporting your exact mission. But America's counting on you. America's counting on you to stay in the fight and stick the distance. When I look at everything that's going on, it doesn't matter what it is. Our politicians ripping us off, Somalis doing money, all these allotments and stuff, cratering us. You only have one answer. That answer is we need to declare in our voting stuff, critical infrastructure, and you need to immediately eliminate our voter rolls. Everybody in America starts from zero. one national day or several days to vote, to get back on the list, prove who you are and vote. And if you can do that, that one thing, it stops everything from the drugs to the illegals to everything else, because it's the politicians and the crooked vote that enables it. You have the power under critical infrastructure. You got to bite the bullet, not listen to advisors, and do what's right for America. And you've got to burn the system down.
Well, you can't elect yourself out of communism and socialism. We're going to find that out if it's not fixed. Jovan, Hutton, Pulitzer again.
U.S. Title 42 code, it's already been done. Got done in 2017. One of you said that you saw Patrick Byrne on Alex Jones, and he mentioned critical infrastructure. You must listen to Jovan. Now that that's come out, yes, I sat down and had a one-on-one debrief with Patrick and said, here it is. Here's how we do it. And this is the only thing we got left. So I will acknowledge that. It's it. Somebody say audio echo. Hold on. See what happened. Audio. Wow. Isn't it interesting? Somehow I don't know. I'm playing that video. My audio went out. I'll go back. Somebody in chat, just so you know, that law got a critical infrastructure. It's not President Trump has to name it as critical infrastructure. It's done. It's already done. It got done in 2017. It's there. The Dems did it. Can't undo it. That's number one. So the president does not have to declare, hey, I want this under critical infrastructure. It is done. All the president does, he has to ask nobody's permission. None. Zero. He just has to do it. All these states have been showing illegals on the voter rolls. All these states have been showing the massive numbers of people that are on the voter rolls that shouldn't be there. They are showing the motor voter crisis that put this on. He doesn't need to do any of this. It's already done. It means he has sole responsibility and fiduciary duty to protect the United States of America. And all he has to do is say, I have determined that our critical infrastructure in the United States of America under our elections has been compromised. We have evidence, state after state after state. Therefore, I am stating, effective immediately, because we cannot guarantee the integrity of our voter rolls, we are immediately shutting down the voter rolls. Now, this will not affect your ability to vote. If you are an American citizen and you have a valid ID and you are a registered voter, this will not affect your ability to vote. This in no way blocks anybody's vote. But we cannot guarantee your vote will count. We cannot guarantee your vote will not be canceled by the vote of an illegal. Therefore, we are taking measures to protect you, the American people. And the only way we can do that is to temporarily block the use of the nation's voter rolls under critical infrastructure, Code 42. The elections will still go exactly as they've always gone. You will be able to vote. If you are an American citizen and can legally vote, you will be able to vote. And it won't matter if you're gay or straight, black, brown, or purple, you will still be able to vote. But in order to protect you, your rights, your liberty, your freedom, America's laws, and America's Constitution, you're going to have to do your part. And you are going to walk in to vote in the midterms, because we cannot guarantee you that our systems are clean enough that your vote won't be compromised. And we don't want anybody votes compromised. Therefore, in participating with this country, you'll simply take your ID during the midterms and you will go in and vote. We hope you understand that this is to protect you, because we know, whether it's Democrat, Independent, Republican, or otherwise, that our nation's voting structure and system and its integrity is important to you. And just like every Democrat says, we don't want any suppression of the vote. We don't want anybody votes harmed. We don't want anybody, well, their vote canceled because they voted illegally. Therefore, in order to protect every single citizen of this nation, as part of critical infrastructure, we are immediately shutting down the use of our voter rolls because we know they have been compromised. We are beginning an investigation in every single state of each voter roll. And as my power of the president, I assure you, we will make sure that our voter rolls, before they come back online, are safe and secure. But you do not vote because you're on the voter rolls. You vote because you're an American citizen. So with this temporary suspension of the voter rolls, it does not block your opportunity to vote. Nothing changes that. You are an American citizen. You will be allowed to vote no matter what city, what state, or wherever you are. We're going to protect you. We're going to protect this country. And now it's up to you to do your part to get out in the midterms, bring in your ID, and make sure you vote. We will get to the bottom of this, and we will protect every single citizen with no regard for race, color, or creed. And that's my job as President of the United States of America. We hope to make it fast. We hope to get it done. But be prepared. This may happen in the midterms. But I assure you, as long as I'm president, we will get it fixed and we will bring these back online. That's the message President Trump has to deliver. Clip it, send it. He has full right, title, and interest. Clip it and send it. Don't just forward my program. Clip it, save it to your computer, put it on your file, tag the man on every single social media. He will see it. Send it to him. He has every right, title, and interest to do this, and he doesn't have to ask anyone, because the Democrats, when they put our critical infrastructure and put voting under critical infrastructure, did us a favor. And so what I said earlier, somebody said they saw Patrick Byrne on Alex Jones saying this, and they said, well, he must be listening to Jovan. Now that that's out, yes, I met with Patrick one-on-one. I explained the whole procedure to Patrick. I explained the whole procedure to many people in this country in a very special way that this can be done and should be done. And I'm glad Patrick said something on the air with Alex Jones, because this is it, folks. This is it. Many times I don't talk about things because the left and the right goes fucking nuts if they think the advice and the information's coming from me. But there should not be a single Democrat in the United States of America that should be against this, because this is ensuring American citizens can vote, and nobody will be cut out. Nobody, not a single person will be stopped from voting. Not a one. We just cannot use our compromised infrastructure, which is currently within the voter rolls in our election systems. So we're going to temporarily suspend it and remove it in order to protect American citizens. Here's the video again. You clip it, you save it to your computer, you send it. And you, as you know, President Trump, I really don't believe you have a lot of people around you that are supporting your exact mission. But America's counting on you. America's counting on you to stay in the fight and stick the distance. When I look at everything that's going on, it doesn't matter what it is. Our politicians ripping us off, Somalis doing money, all these allotments and stuff cratering us. You only have one answer. That answer is we need to declare in our voting stuff, critical infrastructure, and you need to immediately eliminate our voter rolls. Everybody in America starts from zero. One national day or several days to vote, to get back on the list, prove who you are and vote. And if you can do that one thing, it stops everything from the drugs to the illegals to everything else, because it's the politicians and the crooked vote that enables it. You have the power under critical infrastructure. You got to bite the bullet, not listen to advisors, and do what's right for America. And you've got to burn the system down.
Well, you can't elect yourself out of communism and socialism. We're going to find that out if it's not fixed. Jovan, Hutton, Pulitzer again.
Now, I catch a lot of flack because people take my truthfulness as an attack. I'm not attacking anyone. These are laws on the books, folks. Take a screenshot. You'll find it all across my social media. This is federal law that was put into law January 27th, 2017 by the U.S. Department of Homeland Security. And what this includes in plain terms is election infrastructure. And that covers the systems and assets used to run the election, such as, and specifically, voter registration systems and the related databases. That's where the compromise is. You shut them down temporarily to do the investigation. Additionally, it covers voting systems, equipment, software, and used to cast and count votes. It covers the election management, the reporting systems used by state and local jurisdictions, and it's related to supporting infrastructure and services by varying jurisdiction. And so, federal law defines critical infrastructure at U.S. Code 42, 5195C, Section E. And Department of Homeland Security designated election infrastructure as a critical infrastructure subsector on January 6th, 2017. It's the law. No votes, no consultation, no approval needed. The president has a fiduciary duty to protect the critical infrastructure of this nation. And in case you didn't know, critical infrastructure are the things they had to protect during the pandemic. That's how critical it is. President Trump, you have the power. You have the power. You have the sole power to do this. And this is the only thing I think can be done to ensure we have a safe and transparent midterm. They need to be shut down now. Share this program, folks. I love you all.
Our courts are based on clear and convincing evidence. Want convictions? Want justice? For what happened in the 2020 election? Then we need your help. Not fixing 2020 will damn our nation forever. The decision you make in the next few moments could decide whether we ever get our elections fixed or not. Here's why. Trump campaign and allies filed 64 different lawsuits. They all went down in flames. 100% of these cases were presented on "It's the machines," or "The machines changed the votes," or "The voting company executive said he would make sure Donald J. Trump would not win." They all went down in flames. Why? You can't bring theories to court as evidence. No supposed Zoom call or six-degree polynomial math theory or census data is or ever will be proof of fraud. You can't bring theories to court as evidence. Here's why. In both civil and criminal law, the side making a claim carries the burden of proof, and prosecutors must prove guilt beyond a reasonable doubt. Without physical or otherwise verifiable evidence, a case cannot meet this high threshold. Physical evidence is the key. The question is, did anyone get relevant, reliable, provable, testable, and duplicatable evidence of what really happened in the 2020 general election? And the answer is yes, absolutely. The full forensic audit of Maricopa County, Arizona is the only evidence-gathering work which gathered relevant, reliable, provable, testable, and duplicatable evidence of what really happened in the 2020 general election. Evidence so damning that the system, the deep state, and those who pull the strings of this country have fought to keep it hidden and have hoped to have it be forgotten to time. Almost $3 million invested in time, funds, and efforts to unlock that which the system wanted hidden. But now, that evidence is in danger of being lost forever. So if you want what happened in the 2020 election fixed, then we need your help. Please donate to protect and secure this historic evidence. With the 2026 midterms coming up, the system is going to try to lame duck President Trump and then most likely introduce new impeachment proceedings. This is the evidence which will help win the war which is surely to come. We need to keep Maricopa County full forensic investigation and archives secure and ongoing. So if you want what happened in the 2020 election fixed, then we need your help. Please donate to protect and secure this historic evidence. We need your help securing the full forensic audit archives. Don't allow the only testable, objective, and reliable 2020 election evidence fall into obscurity. Millions were spent on getting it documented and tested. This is historic evidence. Not fixing 2020 will damn our nation forever. The historic Maricopa County full forensic audit effort processed 20,895,610 digital and forensic images of varying formats, resulted in 208 million individual evidence-proof files. The system processed over 58 billion forensic measurements, resulting in over 2 trillion individual base computations. No hopium, no hype, just hardcore forensic evidence. Please make sure the Maricopa County full forensic audit archives survive. Donate now. So if you want what happened in the 2020 election fixed, then please donate to protect and secure this historic evidence. We can't do it without you. We need you. America needs you. Our future needs you. Please donate now. Not fixing 2020 will damn our nation forever. Please donate now.